Hey everybody, it's Intangible here, and right now I have with me Scott.
Hey guys, how you doing?
All right, so Scott, first off, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do for Arcane Wonders, all that jazz?
I don't work here, I'm just hanging out. It's like, so I'm Vice President of Business Development. I handle marketing, sales, distributor relationships. Basically, I'm the guy that helps make sure that everyone has Mage Wars on their shelf and has it available for everybody who wants it. So.
And your forum name is Toxic?
Toxic, yeah, exactly. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us, what can you tell us about the new releases that you're obviously very excited for?
Yeah, so we got a lot happening. So at GenCon here, we've got Mage Wars Academy. That's a brand new release. It's a special pre-release. It's going to be coming out later this year, probably towards middle to end of October right now. It's all depending on how fast those boats can get across the ocean right now. But Academy's been phenomenal. We're going to be sold out of it. We're talking with our Vice President of Operations about it. We brought 500 copies here. We expected to do fairly well with it, but we expected to sell out on Sunday. Right now, it's the time we're filming this. It's midday on Saturday, and we're looking at going to be sold out by the end of the day. It's been received really, really well. What we've been telling people the whole time is that this is a introductory product to Mage Wars the universe. It's a way that people who may have looked at Mage Wars and gone like, whoa, that's like way too much, like too big of a board, too many chits. I don't want to do that. This is their kind of product to get into the universe, right? There's a lot of people who have told us, man, I love your art. I love the idea of the spell books. I think that whole mechanic is cool, but I'm just scared to death to sit down and play this gigantic game. So the people that have been coming by have been telling us, yeah, I tried Mage Wars once or I tried Mage Wars twice and just never was able to get it back to the table because it was just so big for me to comprehend and get going. And they've been buying this like it's like bottled water. It's been amazing. I had a group of kids come by yesterday. They were probably like in their late teens and they were all Magic players. And a kid comes up to me and he goes, all right, let me get this right. Somebody over there told me I can play this game and all I have to do is just accrue my mana on every turn and use it from whatever I want out of my spell book.
Don't have to draw your own mana.
Right, I said, yeah, and he goes, no drawing. And I went, no drawing. He goes, no top, top deck, please. I'm like, no, top deck, please. He goes, I'm in, I want to buy it. And I was like, so it was really cool to see people seeing the same thing that we wanted them to see, right? So it's been very, very fun. And we did a tournament this morning, which was a VIG event, a very important gamer event that they have here at GenCon. It was amazing. So we had 8 copies of it for 16 players. We took the copies, opened the copies, put the copies together, like there's some little, like the status trackers put together, opened up the cards, filled out all the spell books, and played all their games, all brand new, never played Mage Wars before. We were done in an hour. It was amazing. It was awesome.
All of the games were done in an hour.
Games were done in an hour. Yeah, it was awesome.
That's awesome.
And of those VIGs, 3 of them were 10, 9, and 9. So there was a 10-year-old and 2 9-year-olds that played, and they were all done within the hour. So
how'd they feel about the game overall after it was done?
All 3 of them won, so they were happy. So it was, yeah, the 10-year-old played the Beastmaster, and the 2 9-year-olds I think were both wizards, and they were like the 10-year-old won, and he jumped up and he's like, yeah! It was really cool to see that. It was really cool to see that.
All right, so that's Academy. Can you tell us anything else about the other products that Arcane Wonders plans on coming out with in the future?
Yeah. So that's just Academy. The arena side's got Battlegrounds coming out. So we pre-released that at Origins. I apologize. We had problems with manufacturing. Unfortunately, in this industry, there are some things that are out of our control. So we had some issues there. We're looking at an October release for that, which would be kind of nice because we'll have an Academy release and an arena release at the same time. Battlegrounds is awesome. Since we started playtesting Battlegrounds, that's the only way that I've played Arena, because it adds so much more to the game in terms of strategy and depth. You guys know, right? You've been doing videos, you've been showing people like 2-player, 3-player.
Oh, it's been a blast.
It's pretty wicked, right?
We have video that hasn't come out yet that's a 2-on-2, and I came up with a deck that would not work in any other way. And I cannot wait to face somebody with it here and see the look on her face. Awesome. Because Justin's eyes popped out of his head when I did it.
Nice. The very first time when we originally were doing Battlegrounds, we had this mechanic, and this is the way I still play it because I like it this way because it's hardcore, but we had a mechanic that you could only keep control of the orbs if you left a friendly creature in the zone. So you couldn't just tap them and keep control of them and move away, right? So I made this book with Aaron, and we called it the Hail Hydra book because it was literally 4 Hydras. That's all it was built around, was 4 Hydras. Mass up this massive amount of mana, bring out the Hydras, and have them regenerating, and no one could beat it. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So, but that's coming out for Arena. Then we do have Paladin versus Siren, despite what many may believe or not believe. This is not something that's like hidden under Brian's closet that we're just hiding from everybody. To be very direct with everybody, and I've said this many times, I'll say it to you guys and your fans as well. So that was announced way too soon in development. Brian, if anyone knows him, he is a extremely creative guy. I always say it's wonderful because I get to work for a guy who's one of my best friends, and he's also a 55-year-old kid. Or maybe, no, not 55. No, I didn't say that. So, but anyway, so he kind of had a lot more word on the street out about that before it was a real thing. So
I actually remember seeing that video. He accidentally scrolled over his desktop and was like, oh, how'd that picture get there?
What is that? I don't know where that came from, right? So we've been working really hard on that. The Paladin is almost done. The Siren is proving to be tricky because most people know she's focused around water naturally, which has to deal with frost and defrost and things like that. Yeah, big thumbs up, right? So I can tell you this, there's some really wicked cool things. The stuff that we've been talking about, if you can think of what a Paladin is, you're going to get what you expect. Sword and board, deal and heal, some really, really cool ideas of what this can do. The Siren, I think, is going to blow people away. There's a lot of mechanics we've been playing around and toying around with her that I think, like you were talking about before, playing a spell book where people's minds are just blown. Like, I think when people see the Siren, I think they're just going to be like, what? It's like,
A question I actually had about the Paladin, maybe you know a little bit about it. There's actually a story. His name is George. Oh, no, that's there's a paladin in your lore in one of the pre-written stories, and it has a paladin defending a city who holds the line and makes them. He challenges them, and one at a time they have to fight him, and they're not allowed to pass him until they beat him. We're gonna see that with the paladin? Is that gonna be a thing? Do you think? All right, I think I just got my answer there. All right.
Maybe.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. You've really helped flesh out the content and everything, and really explain it, man. So that's awesome.
The goal is to make Mage Wars great for the players that are playing it now and grow the community. And we're hoping that Academy helps with that, but we're hoping to also bolster Arena so that people that want to go from one to the other have that pathway and they have that experience. So.
All right, well, it's been awesome, and
you guys have been great, man. I mean, we love what you're doing with Arcane Duels. Love the fact that you were here covering the tournament. It's been phenomenal. So
you should watch the tournament. It's awesome.
The button there, wherever it is.
He's better at it than I am, and I'm on the channel. All right, well, thank you very much, man.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Keep up the good work. Mm-hmm. Usually issues like this occur in the human interface.
I think you just got smack talk, son.